Courageous. If I try and spell a word like courageous by just breaking it up into syllables and sounding it out, I might end up with something like this. Worse still, I could get even more confused if I'm not pronouncing the word correctly. Unfortunately, just sounding something out won't work most of the time. We need to use a repertoire of spelling knowledges, tools to break into a word. The first step in spelling is always to start with meaning. Non-linguistic representations or pictures of a word really help too. Think of this like a hook to hang your memory on. We know that courageous means brave, but how does it actually make its meaning? Morphemes, or meaningful word parts, are our tools. Courageous has two obvious word parts, the base word courage and the suffix "aus". With a little investigation, we can find out that "aus" is a suffix that turns a noun into an adjective that means to have or be full of something. Thus, courageous means full of courage. But we can dig even deeper still. Every word in English has a history. It comes from somewhere else. This is called its etymology. Like most words, courageous has a very long history. The base of the word is 2,000 years old and comes from the Latin word cor, which meant heart. It's also where we get our word core, the inside heart or deep inside of something. It's where the modern French word cœur or heart comes from too. Over time, the French added an age suffix to core to turn it into courage. Look a bit more familiar now? It gives a much clearer picture of the word's original meaning, to be full of heart. It also helps us to make sense of words like encourage, to give someone heart, or discourage, to take the heart right out of somebody. These spelling knowledges actually make the phonics of the word make a lot more sense. Courage, like many other words, has a mystery phoneme, OU, that makes an sound. Around 800 years ago, the word only had a U, but since it was the same shape as the V, things got really confusing. The scribes of the time added an O to the U for clarity, and this history has stuck with us. Double is another example. A lot of other words also have an AGE on the end, a soft G sound followed by an E, a remnant of their French heritage. Advantage is a good example. It's interesting to notice another spelling knowledge, orthographical knowledge, or spelling conventions. AGE words don't have to be changed at all to have a suffix added. It just tacks right on the end, like advantageous. You can see how using a repertoire of spelling strategies helps to remember spelling, make connections to other words, expand your vocabulary, and takes you on a treasure hunt of meaning.